It felt extremely good. I don't know if you ever took a crap before, but taking a crap is one of the nicest things that, you know, I would recommend taking it like every once in a while. Just take a good crap because it makes you feel a little bit better. But once again, we're back here. We got another new division. Go to Rommel. You know, it's while we're getting closer to war, and pretty much I'm just going to try to start Third Army and have maybe von Bach. The funny thing with von Bach is that his last name literally translates as goat. Like Bach is the German word for goat. You know, I'm just looking this. I'm just going to want to confirm this right now. Blip. Yeah, I can almost guarantee you his last name's Goat. Goat. Yeah. Ram, sawhorse, vaulting horse. I guess it's a ram. A ram. Or a buck. So it's not a goat, it's like a male deer. You know, like a buck. But, you know, it's... I guess that's a little bit more of a hardcore. You know, it's... You have to admit, that's kind of hardcore, though. Like, hello. My name is Mr. Ram. Or Mr. Buck. Yeah, I guess that's a little bit better on this thing. Your last name is Goat. Buck and Gartenkind. Yeah. Buck and Gartenkind. It's just like a German idiom. As always, when you're learning German or learning any language, it makes sense that you learn. That the person that's teaching you actually knows the language. Or at least translates it correctly. Because otherwise you're pretty much just learning a language that you're just learning a couple hundred or even a couple thousand wrong things. If where's my... Don't even tell me I don't have... I don't want Hitler. Alright. I think I had to download... Why can't I download? Yeah, apparently. Look, I have a Cheapskate mod. I don't have all the DLC. I have Waking the Tiger downloaded. Why can't I oppose Hitler? Because I don't want Hitler. If we're ever to stay fascist, that'll be fine. I'm not that worried, but I would like to go democratic, so I guess in that situation just makes sense to get who's he watch it. Just democratic reformer. After we make a bunch of friends. Which is probably what we'll do. It just makes sense just to get like one more person to at least help us out. That could actually be, you know, used for wars. I mean, it's probably after we finish up with Poland. We'll figure out the next option. I wonder if we could do any of these things as a democracy. Rhineland. Anschluss. And that situation just makes sense to conquer Poland, remilitarize, do the Anschluss, and then go democratic. And you would have to admit, we would be doing a lot better than Germany in real life. I mean, yeah, they conquer a lot of land and stuff, but the goal is, once 1948 hits, I could say my country was better off than it started. You know, what happened to this little... I thought I saw motorized division. What are you doing? Yeah. Alright. You're obviously not part of anything, so you're going to... You! Or are you moving? Are you moving? Yeah, you're moving. Hamburg. There you put a Rommel. Which is good. At least my forces are beginning to... Start back up. Need a new one. A unit. All these things is good. You know, our forces are getting stronger. You're getting readier. Before you know it, Poland will be yours. Which I guess is a good thing. I mean, as I said before, I'm not interested in, like, treating them horribly. I'm not a sociopath. You know, I just want to do more at the board thing. Yet, and another unit. All these things are happening in Ostmark. Alright, we'll just pause for a second. I just want to see what we can do here. We got... Who? Shocked? Yeah, we got Shocked. We're going to be eventually going with Schumacher. We got Tot. Speer. I don't want to go communist. I don't want to. Problem is, if we get kicked off, if we don't do fascism, New Wrath. Yeah. A lot of these idiot Walter Funk. This is what we want. I'm gonna go with Funk and we're gonna go with Shocked. Both of these we could stay with if we're democratic. Interwar artillery, which is what we need. One of the good things today, I was able to talk at least with one of my clients, and seems like I'm gonna be getting back to work soon, which is good. Like I'm not like, so hopefully, I mean it's. I feel bad. I just feel crappy for this whole situation. People dying. I mean it's. Everyone dies. It's one of these things where, unfortunately, yeah, we need some resources. It's one of those things, you know, where in life, you know, as I said before, I am a pretty shitty businessman simply just because I care about people. So, you know, my first thought is like, ooh, you have a job now. What can you, like, maybe you'd help other people. Like, that's just not the way to, like, run a business. You have to be semi-self-centered. You can't just be like a sociopath like Trump or something like that, you know, where you're really just focused primarily just on yourself. It's like this weird wiggle room where you care about other people, but you care about yourself a little bit more. Or your family or anything like that. You know, a lot of people just consider their family like an extension of themselves, so it's like kind of like the same thing. So ultimately, I'm thinking about just doing Poland, doing the Anschluss, maybe something else. What did we do? Does Britain like us anymore? Ooh, Britain loves us. Good. Yeah. We can't. Okay, good. Alright, who else should we like? Let's get America to like us. I'm thinking maybe we could get them to teach us like racism and democracy under the guise of democracy. Sort of like, you know, how America was like back in the 40s and 50s. I mean, it's obviously we're better now than we were back then. But whoever says that we're like the land of like the 100% free and the home of the brave, I kind of disagree. I mean, it's the problem is when I was in Europe, a lot of them are pretty damn racist. Like Radomir when I was in Bulgaria here, you know, it's their main hatred is they don't really seem to care about black people. Their main like hatred is gypsies, and to a lesser extent Turks. Like I was in Radomir, it's kind of like in this area, I think. Like near Sofia, but not like super near Sofia. But, you know, for the most part, they really didn't like gypsies, which I didn't really understand. And then one day I do know, like, some like guy's kid was like kidnapped by them or something, and like there was pretty much just like riots about to happen. And my main thought was, well, I'm really happy I'm going home tomorrow because some shit's about to happen and I don't want to be here when that happened, you know? It's like one of those, you know, it's, I don't know about, yeah, it was like one of those things where, forget the next one. What we got here? What do you want to do? You could give it to Sean Horst. The only good thing we're slowly building up our Navy. I mean, for your courses, if we literally put all our dockyards into those two battleships, we won't really have any Unter-See boots. And that goes completely against what I was saying beforehand, you know. So, why are you saying we don't have any? We have plenty. We're doing fine here, buddy. Go to hell. Yeah, we got 3 of those going on that destroyer. We got another one on the destroyer. And the rest are on Sean Horse and East now. 9 Zen. Yarb. You, 30th Infantry Division, you can hang out with Rommel and play patty cake in East Prussia. And it makes sense to discuss this war strategy proper. What's Fitzlaban gonna do? This makes sense just to, you know, you could go there and look yourself. The This makes sense just to push them back. We have them outnumbered, and our forces are overall superior. So now, actually, Uvitz Laban. Change of plans. Good. Alright. Good old Uvitz Laban. As you see. Posen. I'm going to start here. I'm going to go down. And into there. As we see, we're going to... Primary one is not going to do that. Simply because Rommel's job is this area over here. Just cut off Danzig. Not to conquer Danzig. Good. And good. So at least this way we have two separate fronts. Obviously, pretty much we're going to begin slowly moving all our... At least as many... Moving all the Jagdgeschwader over here to Prussia. One in Königsberg, and then another one here. Kampfgeschwader. Do I need a Transportgeschwader? 9. I could use it over here. Good. So at least this way, we do definitely have a large... We're moving our Air Force into position. It's nothing, crazy to talk about. It's nothing great that's concerning, at least for me. But... the Air Force is definitely going to help the infantry do its job. I just want to see when these ones get finished up. You're going to be ready... October 20th. Probably only get 2 of these things. That sucks. But the goal, at least, I was thinking about getting like a third little army over here, but if we had to give up a little area of East Prussia, I feel like if we just do a little bit more manually, at least we could do some sort of like holding over here. The main goal is just at least to get all the Panzer motorized forces to attack the corridor. Here, I think these are just Kusenfliegertruppe. Yeah, so I'm going to be using some of those. I don't know what they got for convoys or anything like that, but, a lot of it, it's... We really have to think, just like in case the shit hits the fan, we need to be able to fight some sort of battle of attrition if we have to. If this war takes like 6 months or so, which I doubt it will take, but... What do we got here? You know what, I think for the most part... Do I want to switch these? Yeah, I want to switch to some military factories. Or worst comes to worst, we could do some civilian factories later. But, you know, for the most part, we need some sort of a military background. A foundation. Let's see what Witzleben says. Advantage. Rommel. Advantage. Obviously. Romania likes us now, which is good. At least are just the little thingies that we need to do. Yeah, these people on our side. God, yeah. Hopefully these people do like me a little bit more, which is good. It's good Il Duce to like me. Improve relations. Wait, Il Duce? You, yeah. You like me, Il Duce. And that, I don't know, unit. We don't really need autarky, obviously. Yeah, we want this. Pretty much it just makes sense to have some sort of industrial base. I mean, I don't consider myself an economist, but I don't, you know, overall I think free trade is probably ultimately one of the better benefits than autarky. We just need to have some sort of system in which people care about each other. And unbridled capitalism does not help that. You know, it's just... I stand by that comment. People just need to learn how to take care of each other if we're going to ever survive as a nation. Or a country, or a world, or pretty much whatever. But regardless, we're here. We're going to war soon. Take over Poland. Then probably head down towards the Anschluss. And you would have to admit, that would be at least in real world terms, that'll be a pretty good country. And after that, it just makes sense to not get greedy, I guess. Maybe get some achievements. I never got any achievements in this game before. Like, I never really played an Iron Man moon or anything like that. I guess if we're going to be fascist for the time being, it makes sense to be friends for Franco to win. If we do Tannenbaum, anything like that, they're just going to be guaranteed by other people. And if we're going to do guarantees, it makes sense to do one of these nations over here. So France or Britain guarantee them. And then when they get Soviet Union decides to try to take them over, well, yeah, that's how Soviet Union and these two people end up fighting each other. It's good for Germany if you're like in that situation, especially if we have to fight a civil war to make our country democratic. The only problem, I don't know how like realistic like that whole concept is, because historically As we all know, the German military, especially the Reichswehr, didn't really like the Weimar Republic that much. I mean, just read up on the Cat Pooch if you don't believe me. It's like instead of like they're just playing like wait and see, you know, like ooh, maybe I'm not gonna go ahead and attack people trying to take over the government. But once again, you know, it's a lot of that problem I think was Ebert's fault back during the Weimar Republic, because he was arming the Freikorps and he was using them to crush communist and Spartacus rebellions down overall in this area. So then it was like a situation where after he crushed all these things, he had like a couple thousand, actually like over 100,000 angry Freikorps members who were kind of like out of work, if you know what I mean. It was like he had like this little private army that was like a part of the army, but at the same time it wasn't part of the army. And they were out of work, and the first thing they tried to do is take over your government. Kind of reminds me of the SA, you know, during the Long Knives Purge. Using a lot of artillery. Infantry. The goal is to have 20 unit divisions. These are 18. You know, I don't mind having like 1,000,000 infantry units. Well, I have a bunch of small units and a few big ones. Kind of interesting in seeing how much time we have. That's a transport this fodder. Fighters, we got 28 close air. You know, we have a small little reserve, which is what we freaking need. Tanks, we got a shitload of tanks. And we can produce a Tanger. Yeah, we got a lot of tanks. 100 division. 240. Here we have producing a Panzer unit. Good. We're gonna produce a Panzer unit. What do you want to make this? You're gonna be training in. Why don't you be in charge of the Panzer Corps? The Bayern, Württemberg. Go to Württemberg. Now, historically, if anyone asks about like where is the core of the German panzer troops, you could say Württemberg. Kind of like a foresty area. You could have them frickin' like training in the goddamn Schwarzwald for all I care. That'd be kind of funny. Do 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 do. It's just a long waiting process. Good. We gotta justify. We got myself a word goal. When can I use this damn thing? Yes, I know that. There you are. This war goal is ready until December. We'll wait like 2 weeks. The goal is just to try to... I want to see if I could get some extra units. Let's be honest. When are you ready? 14th of November. You know, man, it just makes sense just to start and get this damn thing over with. Alright, Poland. Sorry, buddy. Bye-bye. We are at war. We're at war gegen Poland. And we're falling gegen Poland. Poland. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. And deine Weiche Hand ist ohne Stadt. Und wir fallen gegen Poland. Poland. Sorry about that talking. I mean, it's... Starts get a cough. Yeah, you want to go there. Yeah, just fodder. You go. You go. We obviously have to close this down. For the glory of the German nation. Yes. I wouldn't be able to do this thing to sort of people are stuck. Trooper. As you see here in Suwalki, you could do something. Just go there. As weird as it sounds, just like little things like that. The goal is just to keep them, if we're going to be moving a bulk of our forces to attack over in Danzig, like little things like that. It's just going to keep them on their toes. They were saying that they might have their superiority for long. Witzleben is moving his... Yeah, it's... Hopefully this is going to be a situation in which we do halfway decently. As we see here, Kusten Fliegergruppe, Naval Strike. Baltic Sea. What happened to my Osseous trooper? Donets. Raider. This is Hulk Sea trooper. Fluta. Seems like you're going to be the ideal unit for this. Yes, you're going convoy raiding. Actually, no. Patrol. Just find crap and kill them. Donuts. Yeah. Convoy raiding. You guys are good at this crap. I don't know if... Yeah, I think they have... Type 2s will be fine. They were mostly like coastal forces in real life. You know, they weren't like... It seems like donuts... Eventually, it's like, especially when the 7 Seas became... They were like mainly used as like school boats. To like teach people like submarines and stuff. I do know there was, especially later in the war, they were used a lot in the Black Sea. They were able to transport them down. I guess they were based at a Constancia or something. I mean, I'm not exactly sure of what they were doing. As we see here, a lot of it is just grinding these people down. Ideally, pretty much this is just a way too to get some army experience, so we could just like work our divisions into more logical basis. If we are transporting divisions to East Prussia, we definitely need some sort of naval dominance in this area, just in case they don't do anything stupid. Eventually, after that, we're going to begin tampering down all that stuff, simply just so that way we have some fuel left. And we definitely do need a large amount of Air Force present in the beginning of the war, just to break whatever resistance actually does occur. As we see here, I mean, we're doing fairly well. We're pushing them back. Not really pushing them back, the war just started. So at least this way. I don't know if these people like us. They still kind of like us, which is nice. Breton, do you like me? Ooh, you like me. Good. So you might like me if I ask for the Sudetenland. Maybe you will like me for last for the Sudetenland. That'd be really nice, you know. You know I like Lebensraum. Look at all this crap. And where are you going, buddy? There you're on the little QT little convoys. Yeah, there we go. Get this time ticking. In reality, Vice only lasted only a couple weeks. It's probably going to take more longer. And this thing simply just because, well, my computer's laggy as hell, and I'm just running this on an ancient laptop because I'm poor. But, you know, overall, we see that, you know, these numbers are now in the 80s. So we're pushing them back. We're slowly grinding them down. And as I said before, it's if we can't win a war of attrition and I'm not going to engage in what.
Call from Maria Varladez.
I don't even know who that person is. But, you know, a lot of it is, at least in that situation, it's we're winning a quick, semi-decisive war to get some army experience so we could, like, rework our troops in a more strategic fashion. Especially with the air support, we are going to hopefully at least... The goal is to push them back. You know, just create a situation in which our forces are, say, in a situation where we could crush these people, you know. What do we got for this? Okay, yeah. I mean, it's need to be a lit. It's a lot of it's weird as it sounds. We need to maybe be a little bit less concerned about producing division simply because we need some sort of reserve because, well, our troops are actually doing things now. As we see here, we're getting a nice little pocket. You guys, what are you doing? Attack these idiots. Create little pockets. Eliminate them. You know, it doesn't make sense just to keep pushing them back. The goal is just to grind them down into such a fashion that they can't resist anymore. I mean, I know it's sometimes gamey to prolong these battles so that way, you know. So, yeah, we're balling them, which is good. You know, it just makes sense just to try to keep this going maybe a little bit longer than normal just to get some more army experience. But not so long that we're like hindered in any way. If they want to attack us, that's fine. We'll defend. We'll do a good job with that. I mean, it's a lot of it, especially in the beginning. We just need to. Maybe we did start this a little bit. I mean, it's obviously real life. It was a little different simply just because the Poles did. The Germans had, 3 years to build their army. I'm just doing this from like the get go. But it made sense to maybe wait like a couple more months, but we're going to win this war of attrition one way or another. I'm not that worried. And it's our offense is going well. Overall, that's what I like to see. I would think, having a man like Ronald, he might have. Once again, maybe he wasn't as good as, he was an offensive guy, He was a man of action. Maybe he wasn't really, like, a detailed planner. Like, if he gave him, 5 months to plan, a couple months to plan a campaign against Poland, maybe he wouldn't have, been as good as much as, say, a guy on the front lines. It's just like things like that. It's alright. Yeah, we got Suwalki. Good. That's what I want to see. What are you guys doing? You know what? Attack. Phone's trooper. Attack. Good. Overall, things look like they're going good. Let's roll back out a little bit. Let a day or two progress. I mean, it's the only problem with this computer. It gets laggy. It's not the greatest thing on the face of the earth. My main goal, the goal is just to make sure that the kill ratio is appropriate. You know, it's just create a situation in which the Poles can no longer resist. They ask for terms, and they agree to become part of Grossdeutschland, if you know what I mean. What do we got here now? Can we do something to my advantage? Looks like good. What are you guys doing? Why aren't you attacking? When you guys have a chance, I want you guys to attack. That's what Panzer troops are for. They're not designed to, like, be cutesy little military parades. I want my men to attack. You can attack. No, Rommel? Like... "45 days left of fuel." What we got? Donuts. These guys. Go back home. Go to Königsberg. The one good thing about, at least, even in lost land, you know what? Go there. Fight those idiots. Or did you actually gain land? Okay, Panzer Division. Go there. Yeah, I saw that. We just won a defensive battle. So why aren't you counterattacking? Go there. You know, it is annoying that these people don't... Are you in a war? No, you're not doing anything. Attack. You know, I guess, you know, it's... You would think the German General Staff would be more like... I think German troops that would be more aggressive. You know, this new batch coming up, I am just going to be, like, creating a separate army from... The goal is just to sit up here. I don't be a little bit more controlled, obviously. I don't know, at least in this situation. What are you doing? Nothing. Attack. Good, you're attacking. Get the little bit of East Prussia back, or maybe that's actually Polish land. I'm not exactly sure of the pre-war boundaries of East Prussia. And how they're described in Hearts of Iron 4. Yes, it seems like we are at least pushing them back, which is good. Where is this one? instead of calling like Lodz, Liechtenstein, and things like that, I would prefer to use their pre-war Polish names. Once again, we're trying to win hearts and minds here. We're trying to win hearts and minds and hearts of iron. So, and we can't really do that if we treat them like crap and change all their names of their cities. That's not usually like a good thing to do if you're trying to win hearts and minds, At least I'm wise enough to think that. I actually have more land than you think, which is kind of sad. Alright. You. How do you do this? Good. Here we go. Alright. No commander for group 4. Weird. What we got? On dock. Division recovery rate. Commando. Reckless. Alright, Kurt. As I said before, Mr. Student, you're going right there. And let me know when you get there. And execute at will. Moving your little force over there. You cutesy little force like a good little Kurt student. Right, yeah. There. Then I can be kind of micromanaging with you and just use you just do what I want to do, which is attack, because you don't really seem to understand that these forces are kind of vulnerable, and for that reason I think it's appropriate that they attack, especially overall if we have like a superior army to them. Okay, yeah, you're going in that way. Good. Once again, if you're focusing mainly on encirclements, according to them, they might actually even be outnumbering us, which is weird. I don't trust their. Once again, I'm assuming they're losing. Once again, they assume that. That's why Germany lost Barbarossa. Go there. You guys, attack there. Good. As we say, we're slowly grinding them down, which is what we need. Tells this. I kind of. Yeah. Win ratio. I love that quote. It's like this is like a freaking game. So we're slowly grinding them down. Yeah, now we're making a little, you know, we could see like the Polish corridor is getting a little bit more congested. You guys are going there. You guys are going there too. Huh? Oh. I'm on Vince leaving. Student, where are you? Okay, good. Yeah, I don't really. You know what? You might as well attack. Yeah, just attack. Be a good guy. You know, if my forces need to like gain experience, they might as well, you know, engage in war. I think. Yeah, you're a little Take a break. Take a break, babe. Back up. Back up. Back up. Just defend Suwalki against these idiots. Go back here. Go back here. You invade. You attack. You. Okay, you're attacking too, which is good. As we see, Fitzleven's actually. He's doing good, everyone's doing good. Seems like I'm repeating myself, but I don't want this guy in here. I want you to. There we go. Recover. Good. One of my next forces. Yeah, it's. These are the ones actually I'm kind of interested in here. Get a little bit more motorized. Yeah. If we're losing a lot of equipment, they're losing equipment as well. At least that's my opinion. Sit back, watch this battle from afar. There isn't really much going on. As long as I have like a large number of troops actually attacking. Alright. Okay, good. Even if they're having problems, it just makes sense just to keep attacking. When in doubt, attack. That's my opinion. As we see here, things are getting more and more, lack of a better term, congested. 38 army experience, which is good. 53 days of fuel. Good. 638. Four out of 11. Damn. Let's just see what the hell's going on. You guys, stop. Stop, stop, stop. Three troops. What are you guys doing? Attacking up there. Good. What are you guys doing? Nothing. No. Hang out with student. As weird as it sounds. We just need to get forces. Alright. Good. Yeah. As I say, it's... If you're not doing that well, the Poles are probably not doing that much better. That's my opinion. Alright, you're not doing good. Take a break. Go back here. I don't want people to be fighting if they're not going to mean it. You know what? What about if all you guys go directly to Bialystok? There we go. See, now we're at 91. Doesn't want these guys getting sold in return. You. Good, 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 good. Four out of 12. That's a string. It's time that you get a new order. Good. As we can see, it's time for you to do something a little more interesting. And that's... as we can see here, at least, their end goal is Warsaw. And it's... you know, it's one of those weird things in which we need to, in some ways, think about. Getting, like, you know, if one group is struggling, at least this way, we're getting a little bit more unity. And that's the way the world works, I guess. Get all these people to... 4 out of 9. Things like that's just the annoying part. If this is hurting us at all. 10 to 49. But once again, they can afford these losses. They can't. is what concerns me, because, yeah, you know what? Everyone halt. Halt, 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 halt. I want one force there. You seem like one of the better ones. Have to get a little bit more manually, I think. I mean, it's like one of those like things where can't believe we only have this many dockyards. This guy is attacking again, which I don't want him to do. Good, 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 good. What are you doing? Nothing good. That's what I want you to do. I want you to sit there, relax, and get ready to fight some more. That's how wars are won. It's like this weird combination of seven, eight. Good, 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 good. You know what? I'm going to take a break here and I'll be back in a little bit. And it's a game.